What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sly Geordie, and welcome back to some more F1 25 driver career mode for the Monza Grand Prix, the second Italian Grand Prix of season 3. But if you missed last episode at Zandvoort Reverse, we got our second win in a row, finally starting to really get into this championship now. And Lando Norris, for the third time in a row, has a pretty bad result, so we're quite far ahead of him at this point. Well, not quite far ahead of him, but a comfortable gap ahead of him, and now only 2 points off of the first place standing behind Charles Leclerc. So yeah, it's all to play for with these last few Grand Prix. We've got Monza next, Baku, Singapore, Texas, Brazil, and then Vegas. So only six Grand Prix left to go. Plus, I think a couple of sprints. I think there's one in Brazil. I don't know, actually. I can't remember. Oh, wait, I could have a look if I show sprint results. Yeah, there's not one in Brazil. I don't think there is one all the way until the end of the season. Showing sprint results. I mean, it only seems to show... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, if I show sprint results... Oh, wait! Is that how you fix it? That's crazy if so. I think it is. Oh my god, yeah, wait. I don't know. No, it's still really broken. Oh, that's weird. That's messing with my eyes. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really show anything, so yeah, I don't know what is going to be a sprint and what isn't. And we haven't actually done Monza since season 1, where we actually got a P3 according to this. So that was with the V-Carb. Now we're with a championship fighting level Aston Martin, if the last 3 Grand Prix or anything to go by anyway, or the last couple. So yeah, this is definitely something I want to test out. I know, actually, I did want to replace some parts. I think it was the... I can't really tell what I needed to replace. So, I think we'll go in with the worn parts into FP1, and then during that session, we'll see what needs to be replaced and what doesn't. So, yeah, not too bad. Let's have a look at our goals here. This one's an easy one. This one, yep, and then that one. Yeah, a lot of these are like really easy. I'll do that one as well. Actually, I only usually do the one, so we'll do that one. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so we have a couple of upgrades going into this weekend. 2 aerodynamic upgrades. Hopefully we get the rear wing main plane right here. Yes, we do. That's awesome. Weekly resources arrive, and then the DRS maximum slot gap. That's awesome. And McLaren are the ones that have had an upgrade removed from their car. So I'm quite curious to see how the R&D tree is now going to look. McLaren starting to get weaker and weaker, and you can tell by the last few Grand Prix. Piastri's nowhere near the top. I think actually Piastri won a couple of Grand Prix ago, but Norris has been nowhere near the top. Piastri, other than that one win a few Grand Prix ago, has been nowhere near the top. So it's definitely between Williams, myself, and Ferrari right now for the top spot, or rather Leclerc, because Verstappen, again, is nowhere near it. So... yeah, quite a strange season, and we're getting towards the end of it. We're now the second best team on the grid. Looking at progress history now, with those 2 aerodynamic upgrades, we are now equal with McLaren, Williams, and Ferrari, or at least as equal as we're going to get, as I've mentioned numerous times. Balancing out the field has kind of exposed the coding of the cars in the F1 games for me, where... it doesn't matter what happens. Some cars will always be better than another, because there are some, like, they edit all the cars. They make all the cars in this game in terms of, like, they have, like, little intricacies that are exclusive to them. So Aston Martin are just not that good compared to, like, a McLaren. So we've been trying to balance out the field all season, and McLaren have still been near the top for the majority of that season. Kick Sauber and V-Carb have still been at the bottom of for the majority of this season. We have seen a couple of surprises with Williams and Haas Alpine sticking their nose in here and there, Mercedes not being that good, Red Bull being dreadful, but yeah, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. But Ferrari and McLaren still consistently the best cars in the grid, and that does make sense. But it also is a bit disappointing because I was really hoping that we'd, get as close to equal performance as we could, and we could still do that. But clearly, there are little things that make the Aston worse than the McLaren in many ways, and so, there's not much we can do, unfortunately. So. Without further ado, let's get into FP1. We've got track acclimatization and race strategy to do. Let's go. And we can actually remind ourselves what parts I need to replace as well, which we can do at the end of FP1.
You've come to the right place. Welcome to practice here at the Temple of Speed. Welcome to Monza.
Oh, we are so back at Monza. It's been a while. Obviously, I have a bias towards Imola. I think it's just the better circuit, but not that Monza is bad, it's just very straightforward, and so I prefer the more technical track if I had to choose between the two Italian Grand Prix. Alright, so I think we'll go on the hards first.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Still can't see the where because my camera's in the way, and I don't really want to screw up the connection quality because that seems to be the case when I do that. Alright, let's go.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
Alright. I think it was the MG UK and the energy store. As you can tell, the energy store is already starting to wear. 51%, the maximum is 99%, so it is time to replace it as it's only going to get worse. MGUH, MGUK, energy store and gearbox. So the MGU, both of them need replacing. Energy store, which is easy to remember because we're seeing it, and the gearbox. Durability is really high at this stage in the career mode, so it's not something we've ever had to worry about. Like, hell, even in Season 1, I never really worried about running out of parts, I hope that's something they can kind of boost in future. Just increase the wear in general, Maybe they're just trying to replicate the real-life season as well. So maybe that's why. I mean, not a lot of cars break down anymore. Or at least they didn't in 2025. Piastri is in my way. Get off the racing line. Alright. Let's do this. Tyres are cold. That corner ought to have warmed them up though. Not the greatest. But at least it's an easy track to learn. Oops. Okay, yeah, that's... I don't like these hards. Not around the Parabolica, anyway. Oh, why have I been on hot lap this whole time? Jesus, I didn't even realise. God, no wonder I wasn't saving any ERS and gapping Piastri. I was running in a higher engine mode. Oops. Why would I go over to the left side, though? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, these second half tracks have been favouring the Aston very well. Seems to be pretty good in like just top speed in general. Even though on the more technical side, first half of the season, basically we were really struggling. But the car's starting to come into its own now, especially with the aerodynamic upgrades we've been putting into it as well. That's certainly going to be a factor. Yeah, I can never get that section right, like, ever. It felt right, but even that one, like, what? Right, this is the last lap.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Right, gotta remember to replace the MGUH, Energy Store, MGUK, and the gearbox. Oh, we don't have to remember that yet. I still need to do race strategies, so. How am I supposed to slow down in time for that? Fucking hell. Alright, that was an okay stint. Felt like I got pretty used to the track pretty quickly. So now we just get on the mediums and start planning for race strategy. Jesus. Got an itch on my arm that just won't go away. Alright. Already at 10% on the front left. That's crazy. Look at how much wear you get from just one corner from the parabolica there. Jesus, 3%. Oops. Yeah, a lot of wear on the front left. Definitely something to keep an eye on. What the fuck is that? Mate, that's ridiculous. Look at that. What? He's just parking. Like, that in real life would be a penalty. That would genuinely be a penalty. You're blocking my way. You're on the racing line. What do you expect me to do? Unbelievable. Look, he's still on the racing line.
Box, box, box. The car's got critical floor damage.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's what you get. Alright, I knocked a bit of his wing off. I'm trying to take him out. Like, he's hitting my side pods. I'm trying to just try to kill him. There we go. That's what you get for parking on the fucking racing line. Alright, we've got critical side pod damage now, but we should be okay. Let's try and make up that second with the RS. Damn it. Well, we tried. Alright, so, we don't have to worry about it just yet, but MGUH, MGUK, Energy Store, and Gearbox all need replacing when we pit.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers. The underbody's taken a massive amount of damage. Box immediately.
See, look, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, get off the racing line. Doan stayed on the racing line and then braked. Literally brake checked me as I was exiting the corner.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
What the fuck? Mate, I need to know, like, where the braking point is, because I'm following the racing line, but the car is genuinely too quick at this stage of the career mode to be...
Understood. Stopping this lap.
To be proper. Look at that, we barely just managed to slow down, and I braked well early. Crazy. Alright. MGUH, K, Energy Store, Gearbox. Need to replace all of those. Alright, yeah, let's get this done. So, Energy Store. There's that.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Energy Store. MGUK, MGUH. and the gearbox. All of that gets replaced. Alright, boom. That's us done with practice. I'll do a quick practice of FP2 to get the extra R&D points, but yeah. I don't know how Monza's going to go, man, because you can't really tell how, like, if the car feels good around Monza or not. You know, it's that basic of a track, it just really depends. Given the last few Grand Prix and given the car's strengths, we should do well around here, but you never know. You never know. Okay. Alright, that's us done with practice then. Boom. I don't know what upgrades we're going to buy next. I think we should probably stick with Aero, perhaps. We've been upgrading all season and we still haven't got into a situation where we are the ones that have to remove a part just yet. But we're getting there. We're getting pretty close to McLaren at this point. So, yeah. But at the same time, Williams and Ferrari are right up there with us. So it could be any of us. It's not going to be enough for any upgrades, I don't think. It is worth a look. But pretty soon we'll be going into like the last Grand Prix of the season where we can actually make upgrades before having to protect parts for next season. So, yeah. Right, we got an aero part there. We can get one here. And we can get one here. There's one on the Halo as well, which is also minor. 0% failure chance for both of these. Which one is Sonoda looking at? Sonoda's looking at the tertiary wing flaps. A minor part. Why don't you go for that one? See, we could wait and we could get a major part instead. If we save R&D points. Chassis parts are all done. We could add another powertrain part. Wait, who's all the way out in front? Alpine. Oh yeah, it is Alpine. I forgot. Yeah, Alpine have the best powertrain on the grid somehow. Honestly, we could upgrade the powertrain, but I feel like that will just off balance the car again, which I don't want to do. I think we wait until we have 1,000 R&D points and we can get that major downforce upgrade. Hopefully, the regulations don't happen until after Baku. We'll see. Anyway, time to get into qualifying for Monza. 2 laps of quali, and then it's time for the race.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's be the first to go out and set lap. Why not? Okay.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
All right. Tires are warm already. That's crazy. Yeah, all new parts on the car. Pretty fresh car at this point. So we'll see how things go. Let's get out of the way of these cars. Three people watching, what's up? Alright, here we go. Hopefully no cars get in our way. Someone's going to get in our way. Hopefully they get out of the way. Come on, Hajar, off the racing line, buddy.
We've dropped to P15.
Oof, that wasn't a good lap. I wonder what went wrong. What went wrong? Jesus. I thought we'd do a bit better than that. I didn't feel like that was a bad lap. Where did I go wrong there? That's crazy. Okay. I thought, oh, to be fair, actually, what are the cars ahead of us, right? Let's have a look. Ferrari, that makes sense. Right. Haas, Williams, Alpine. Okay. Yeah, they probably have better powertrains than us. So that does make sense to me. Might be in for a tough time in quali and in the race as a result, at least when it comes to our starting position anyway.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Four people watching, what's up? Alright, we need to do a better lap than that. That's for sure. I mean, a lot of the cars above us do kind of make sense, but Mate, I do think we should be a lot more competitive. We're like a second off of Leclerc, who is himself 3/10 ahead of the nearest car, which is Behrman. You'd think Alpine would be doing a little better, a bit better, considering how powerful their powertrain is, but that is Jack Doohan. Let's ride along with Pierre Gasly and see where he gets. Alpine have got quite a sizable advantage powertrain wise, so let's see where these guys end up. 7th. Wow. Jesus. So I guess powertrain's not really a big deal. I guess it really depends how quickly you can get the car slowed down and through this particular section. Okay. Well, let's skip ahead to our final lap. That is not good though. P14 seems to be our ceiling right now. Leclerc has gone earlier. So if we do set a really good time, I guess there's like a chance. I don't know, man. Alright, let's double check. Yep, new soft tyre. We can also check the fuel load. Yep. Okay, cool. Let's go.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
All right.
We've been pushed down into P14.
Alright, we got to give this a proper go. Not the greatest. I have a bit of stick drift in my left joystick and it switched to the left right as I was entering that corner. It's doing it again, what the fuck, man? Why? It's not been doing it all episode and then when it actually fucking matters. So annoying. Charles Leclerc went for a third lap and he's gone even quicker. Jesus. Did really good that time though, out of that section.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
I got caught on the curb there, that's not good. Awful. P15. Our worst qualifying position of the season. Oh my god. Just as we got back into the title fight, man. 2 points adrift off the top.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out.
That's an AI issue. That's what that is. That is, oh my god. I didn't feel like I did much wrong there, if anything. And we're so far off, like... And our teammate is even in P5. We got the 2 Haas cars up there. What the fuck? Bruh. Oh my god, this game. Jesus. Alright. Ouch. And I turned down the difficulty, by the way, after Spa. We've gone back to how it was in Season 2. But we haven't done Monza since Season 1, and I think that was like at 100 difficulty, or 98? I think it was 98. So we're at 102 now. Oh, alright, 19 laps of Monza. We've got a recovery drive ahead of us. It's all against us. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we got to try and negate the damage as much as possible, because Leclerc on pole, likely to take the win. That's going to be huge. A huge loss for us. I didn't really pay attention to where Lando was neither, so we'll watch the grid thing when we get there.
We're back in Italy once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today, here at the oldest circuit on the calendar, which hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action.
I'm sure.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
P15 for us. We better hope there's some grid penalties.
Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday.
4 tenths ahead. Leclerc was just on a tear.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Behrman, Russell,
Haas looking really
Yuki
strong.
Tsunoda and Albon, Gasly, Bortoletto, Piastri and Lando Norris, Verstappen, Jackson.
So Norris is in
Jack
P10.
Dillon, the rookie.
We're up in
Antonelli,
P14. Okay.
Stroll, Callie Mayer and Nico Hulkenberg. Hadja and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
All right. All right.
And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and well, that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn 1. You decelerate at the 150.
Yeah, our car doesn't
board
seem to
down
have
the
good
50
brakes
metre
at
board,
all.
and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate, and obviously it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
Okay.
You've got some work to do to match your result from last race. Come on, we know you can do it.
Yep. Well, it's P1 that I'd have to match. Oh, God. We could try softs for 7 laps, and then the rest on hards, right? Yeah. We need to be aggressive, right? We just need to throw balls to the wall. P15 or P14. We'll go on the softs. We need to just make moves, and it is only 7 laps. And we'll be pitting a lap earlier. We'll be undercutting. You don't have to worry about warming up the tyres at all, because it's the softs. Norris isn't too far ahead. If we can get a good enough start, we could get ahead of maybe a couple of cars.
At the moment, no rain currently expected.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of tyre wear on that front left. It might be a big issue. But again, it is only 7 laps. It should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, that front left is going to take a beating. But once we get on those hards, it's pretty safe from there. But a lot of the work is going to have to come in this first stint. Just being as aggressive as possible.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get anywhere near Leclerc, but we can certainly give it a go. Good start. It's going to be very tricky going into turn 1. Yep. I hate this shit, I really do. Okay. I haven't raced at Monza in months, so I'll use that as an excuse, but we did get side by side with Norris. Passed him actually. Oh god, Piastri caught up a bit quick there. Cool, really good start. Drive bomb on Bortoletto. Yeah, he didn't make that too difficult for me. Now we need to catch up to the cars ahead. P8's not too bad. But now the real work begins. You get a little bit of an advantage from a good start, but now everybody's up to speed. So I think Leclerc's already gapped the Haas cars. McLaren's making a move on Bortoletto, both of them. Our teammate's still in P5, that's not bad. Maybe we can help him out. He's being blocked by the Haas, both of them.
Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
Alright, maybe we could have been a bit more patient to make the move on Gasly, to be honest, because now we've got to catch up again. Doesn't seem to be too much of an issue though, we still have the grip advantage. Tyre wear's not been awful on the front left neither, so not as bad as it looks in practice. Yeah, it's not awful. We don't have DRS though. What the fuck? Why is my fucking controller doing that, man? It like went to the left right as I turned and then it made my car fucking start spinning. I could use my other controller, but it is charging, so I can't really do much about it. Yeah, we were way too greedy with Gasly. May as well just let him pass. Alright, let's be a bit more patient this time. We got a bit lucky that a lot of the cars ahead are going pretty slow. Leclerc is going to run away with it. So I think P2 might be our best bet. But if the Haas cars are so slow that they lead us into a big train, then yeah, we can undercut all of these guys ahead. Soft tyres are starting to struggle now. Yeah, that front left has caught me off guard a little bit. Is Gasly going for a move on Albon? Gasly doesn't have DRS. He's defending that hard. Yeah, a bit of a collision there. Can't be helped. Medium's starting to outclass the softs now, so...
Tyre wear's higher than we're expecting. We've got a new
I'm not changing it.
on your MFD.
I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it.
Copy that.
Albon doesn't have DRS. We've got another move on, maybe. That's not good. That's our second warning now. I'm actually going to rewind. That one. Yeah, I'll rewind that. I don't want to get more than one warning. But we got so much dirty air, I can't really help it.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Albon's covering the inside. I'll happily take the outside, because it transitions into the inside anyway, which gives us a big advantage. Bortoletto made a great move on Gasly. Right, up next is our teammate. Let's see if we can make up some time. And some ERS as well, more importantly. We might have to play some DRS chicken, to be honest, because, yeah, we'll have a bunch of cars overtaking us if not.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
God, Albon, you need to be
3.4
quicker.
seconds.
A lot more ERS to work with now. Ooh, that curve sent me flying upwards then. Jesus. Tsunoda's made the pass on Ocon. Ocon's lost a couple of places, he's struggling. Or maybe he lost them all at once. Yeah, these softs are definitely struggling, but we only need to go one more lap. Right, we did just about enough to get DRS, I think. Oh, no, we didn't. Fuck's sake.
So stay on your toes. In this lap, push now.
Oh yeah, we did just about enough. Jesus. Bortoleto making the move on Gasly. Both Haas cars really struggling now as Tsunoda's passed both of them. That's really good. Yuki's in P3 now. That's a big points haul for the team. But we're in this lap. Quite the gap behind us now, as everybody else is struggling. We've done good. The car's ahead, not too far ahead neither, so... yeah.
Green flag.
Yellow flag's behind.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it.
Oh, that's
Keep
a
that in
Haas.
mind as you approach.
That's Behrman. And he's still moving, he's crashed. Isaac Hadjar's out, so that was an engine failure.
Okay, safety car.
Safety
Deployed.
car.
Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
That's going to hurt Leclerc.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Yeah, a bunch of us are going to be able to pit
Okay,
now.
Yuki is coming in for his stop now.
Woo! Oh wait, no, that's going to hurt us. It's a two-stop. Why is Yuki coming in? That was my stop. No! Oh, come on! That was my stop. I should be priority.
Go, go, go.
I'm
Perfect
fighting
job
for the
on the turn in there,
championship,
mate. Looks
man.
like a
Come
nice stop
on.
time. We're happy with that one.
Are you fucking kidding me right
That was
now?
our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
I mean, I guess they don't want to hurt Yuki, but my god, man. That's just pain. Can you fucking move it?
Okay.
Right. I think we lost a couple of places. We should be able to gain them back, but that's a shame, man. Leclerc has been screwed, I think.
Right, drop your speed.
I think he's been screwed. Yeah, he's not stopped, so
Delta's too low.
really
and we're
depends
gonna
how
risk a
far ahead he
penalty.
got.
Slow your pace immediately.
I honestly think the team should have set me as priority, but I get it. They know I'm leaving at the end of the season. But man, I'm the one fighting for a championship. Yuki is nowhere. He's not even in the top 10 in the standings. Like, other than loyalty, there's no reason to prioritize Yuki like that. But at the same time, he's having a really... I would have felt guilty anyway. Right, Leclerc is fine. I think he's just come out of the pits. Yeah, alright. Leclerc's won. He got really far ahead then. I don't know if Norris is ahead of us neither, to be fair. And my stick drift is all over the place. It's pissing me off big time. Keeps trying to turn my car left when I'm just trying to go in a straight line. Oh man, that's infuriating. Screwed by the team. Maybe if we'd have listened to the engineers and pitted a lap earlier, we would be out in front of everybody. I'm sure. But I mean, I didn't know there was going to be. You see that then? Fucking hell, man! I didn't know there was going to be a safety car. I wish I did. But I really wanted to try. I really wanted to try the lap 7. Didn't know there was going to be a safety car. It looks as though Oliver Behrman crashed out, and so there was a bunch of debris. Yeah, he's still going. He crashed out from P3. That sucks. That definitely sucks for him. So we ended up losing positions to Albon and Bortoletto. We probably would have gained one on Sonoda and been P4. Just sucks that it was our teammate that just so happened to qualify ahead of us when we actually needed a good pit stop. But we could have listened to the team and pitted a lap earlier, to be fair, but I felt it wasn't needed. I didn't want to go a lap more on the hards. And, you know, obviously, hindsight is a bitch. How could I have known, you know? We just got to make the best with what we have. And we've got a car ahead that I know we can overtake. Yuki, we've done it many, many times.
Okay,
I know we can overtake him.
Racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Norris isn't nearby at the very least. Alright, we want to get past Bortoletto as quickly as possible. And then I know we can catch him off guard. We should be able to get Albon as well. Into turn 1. That's the plan.
Okay, clear.
Bortoletto's got slipstream. Sorry, Yuki. Definitely slowed him down a bit there.
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we need to, so
Oh my God.
let's burn through some more now so that we're not too heavy at the end of the race.
Okay, I think his wing's okay. I felt my car shift a little bit like he'd hit me.
And gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds.
I've got to hope Ocon can catch up to Russell and they fight. Or just any fight happens up ahead. Now that they're closer to Leclerc, maybe something could happen.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled
How's Albon got in
DRS.
front of
DRS is
Sonoda?
now online.
Please, controller, give me mercy, man. I can't focus with this absolute dog shit stick drift, man. Can we stop with the stick drift, please? Fucking hell, man. And now my TV's trying to go on standby. What is going on, man? Oh my god. Look, you can see it's trying to do something. I always have to smack the fucking batteries back in. I don't even get it. Right, Russell and Ocon are going to fight.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
I could do without trying to fight my teammate right now. Right, Ocon's overtaking Russell.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
They might fight into turn 1. Leclerc's running away with it. The best chance I have is Ocon and Russell fighting enough where I can actually catch up.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.0 seconds.
AI have got so much crazy acceleration compared
Okay,
to me.
unlucky, mate. It was a good try, but we didn't quite
Yuki,
meet our
piss
targets.
off.
Not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus right the way into the checkered flag.
Now Ocon and Russell just keep swapping positions. There's no fight into turn 1 or anything. So I'm not gaining any time. The acceleration they get out of the Parabolica is fucking ridiculous, man.
Next up is one of the Williams.
Yes, I know. Yeah, they're not fighting at all. They're swapping positions and making it fucking easy for each other. It's crazy. Like they're fucking teaming up knowing I'm behind. What is this stick drift? Can we stop? I don't even know what's fucking causing it. It's just so sensitive for some reason. I mean, it's all down to that qualifying position. We would have done a whole lot better otherwise. P4 is the best we're going to do, but Leclerc's going to get a big points lead back. Would have gone a lot better if not for that pit stop. And then my controller keeps trying to fucking put me in a wall.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Yeah, Ocon's gapped Russell. Shows how bad the Mercedes is, but we're not going to have enough to catch up to that shit box anyway. We just got unlucky that Yuki actually had a good weekend. Why does my controller keep wanting to twitch?
Okay, gap to the car in front, 5.0 seconds.
Albon's trying to gap me as well. I'm just going to have to get really aggressive with him. Can you stop with the stick drift? Oh my god! No, I want the inside. My controller wants to drift me to the left, so fuck off then. There we go. Mate, I'm gonna fucking hell, man. Awful, 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 man. Every controller always gets stick drift. I don't understand how it even occurs. Come on, Yuki.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Alright, let's just get this race over with and see what the damage is at the end. Because Leclerc's taking a very dominant win in the home Grand Prix. For Ferrari anyway. Hey, at least we got Albon out of the way and Tsunoda's getting a good points haul. But, yeah, we would have been a lot closer to Leclerc if it weren't for that pit stop. It's a big shame. That's going to be a big points haul for Leclerc versus us as well. We might lose the championship this season. I won't lie. We might lose it. We've tried our best, but a lot of these this car is just not good enough. That's the thing. It's just not good enough.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
To come here and take victory as a team today on home soil was so important. You can see how much it means to them. The drivers there doing their part. The team's strategy was perfect as well. And the fans really embraced that. What a great atmosphere we had here today.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top.
So weird, that line. Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Has Leclerc ever said that? Like, ever. But yeah, that's a big win for Leclerc and Ferrari. In a season where it looks like the Ferrari drought might finally end. This is, I think, the 2027 season, right? 20 years since Ferrari had a champion in our universe, and Leclerc really looks to be finally getting that moment.
Wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Lando might be out of the title race, you know. He might be out of it completely. He is quite far away now. So, it is pretty much reset back to the point where it was before Zandvoort, right? Where we were about 12 points away. But this is about 14 points, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 15 points. So, yeah, 15 points adrift of the top. We got a good points haul versus Williams in the constructors standings. So, P3, looks like we're fighting for that. But yeah, that's a shame. I want to know what happened to Behrman. God, he was running in P2. Lots of pressure, it seems. Yes, here we go. Oh, Russell. Russell makes the move. Behrman way too easy on Russell there. Dirty air, isn't it? Okay, it was lap 7, because this is when we were going to pit anyway. And yeah, Behrman lost a lot of positions there. And yeah, frustration. Loses control of the car. Oof. Quite a clean crash, all things considered. I don't know how that causes a safety car, though. Yeah, what? How does that cause a safety car? He was fine. I mean, there's some debris on track, sure, but... very odd. Very odd. But yeah, here comes the point where Sonoda's in the pits. We're coming in, and this is the point where we were pretty much screwed. For some reason I can't go on the... You're telling me I can't go on the camera anymore? Oh, that's crazy. I actually can't... Wait. You can't go on the camera in the pits anymore. That's crazy. You can't even go in the pits. That's insane. Okay, how does it look like in Sonoda's POV? I mean, I guess we'll have to make a makeshift thumbnail. I swear you used to be able to go on the photo mode in the pits, though. That's weird. Oh, right. Well, we limited the damage as much as we could after that horrible qualifying position. We definitely would have gotten on the podium otherwise, but yeah. 5 Grand Prix left to go. Might be a sprint or two here and there. We're up to 93 overall now. That's cool. Still at 61% recognition, so we really haven't took much damage, but yeah. Definitely have it all to do with only 5 Grand Prix left to go. We are 15 points adrift of the championship leader, who has been so consistent. Basically me in Season 2. No, please shut up. I'm in the middle of speaking.
And to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele.
Shut up, man.
That's a joke.
Fucking
I
hell.
love working with you.
Yeah, Leclerc is basically me during Season 2. If you look at Season 2, look at how inconsistent Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, and Piastri were, right? And now we get into Season 3. Everyone but Leclerc has been inconsistent. So, yeah, the roles have reversed this time round. And yeah, we just really got to hope that we can make up for it in these last 5 Grand Prix. So, yeah, looking at it right now, Azerbaijan, we got a P2, Singapore a P1, Brazil P5. What did we get in Texas in Season 1? I can't see. Oh, yeah, P4 in the V-Carb, so might be good. I don't know. Everything's balanced out now, so it is a bit different. And then Vegas, I think we've won Vegas literally both times with the fastest lap. So, yeah. We'll have to see. But we need a significant points haul over Leclerc. But I mean, yeah, our luck might have run out. That was the Spa sprint where he earned no points, right? We beat him out in Spa. We beat him out just about in Zandvoort, right? He was... Oh no, he wasn't P2. He was like P3, wasn't he? So, yeah, we're going to need another situation like that in the next 5 Grand Prix where we can win and Leclerc is not near us. Otherwise, Leclerc might just squeak out the championship. So, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching this episode of F125 Driver Career. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time for some more F125. Peace.